You might remember in yesterday's vlog it had snowed, and so I shoveled the entire driveway. Well, it's back. It's all back with a vengeance. Woo! Frankly, I don't have time for this. So, much easier. Why didn't I just do that yesterday? Goodbye, little bean. Goodbye. Goodbye, big bean.
Yeah.
I'm heading to parent-teacher interviews for Luke, and I have conflicting feelings about the whole process, honestly. I'm not against the concept of it. I think the intention is good. The idea being that you can sit down with the teacher and as a parent express any concerns you might have, or learn some areas where your child might need some help that at home you can provide. That all sounds good. The problem I have, and it's a weird problem to have, is that I go and the teachers tell me, you've got a good kid, he's doing well in school, he's fine. So after I have 8 meetings of that, I wonder, why did I come to this? Who is this for? I almost feel like it's one of those things where if you're going to parent-teacher interviews, if you're a parent who's worried about your kid, then you'll be fine. Your kid will be fine because you care. It's the parents who don't care. I think that's where ultimately you're going to have the problems. It's not like I want to go to parent-teacher interviews and find out something bad, but at least then I feel like I went for a particular purpose. One solution might be for the teachers to just write the parents in advance and say, I don't have any issues with your kid, you don't need to come in. Okay, we're here. I'll see you on the other side. I take it all back. That was fantastic. It's great sitting there hearing the teachers tell you how wonderful your child is, thoughtful, contemplative, asking good questions, setting a good example. Yeah, I take it all back. That was great. Attitude going into something can change things quite a bit. You know, before I walked in, I was sort of expressing a certain skepticism over the usefulness of the parent-teacher interview. And then as I walked through the doors, I said, okay, I acknowledge how I feel about this. I'm here. I'm going to try to sit down and engage with these teachers. And each and every one, I had what I thought were pretty productive conversations. You know, it was really great. The math teacher had given the kids a pop quiz. Basically, it said, look, at some point in time, I'm going to test you, and this will be a little assessment. And then marked it for the parent-teacher interview. So we could actually sit and go over the things that Luke was doing well with, some of the things he was struggling with, and now I can go back and say, hey, are these a couple of areas you need some help with? Can I help you with that? That's fantastic. I talked to a couple of teachers about important deadlines that are coming up for different things, good work teachers at the Montague Intermediate School. And look, junior high, not exactly my favorite time in my youth, and I know it's a challenging time for teachers, so kudos to all you teachers dealing with all these young, frantic, crazed bodies. Package. Oh, it's a small little package. I am super excited about what's in this package. Oh, look who it is! Dennis! You ready to take me to Toronto again at the end of this month?
Sounds good.
All right.
Are we going all the way? Or?
No, just to the airport this time. See you, Dennis. But yeah, this package here is something that I've been waiting on since TokenCon. I did a vlog about TokenCon, if you remember. This is related to that. Just finishing up in my bank. You know, for all the Nigerian princes trying to get our money, it's surprisingly difficult to send money to Nigeria. And I would know, because I've been trying for about a month now. Hey, pal.
Hey, you back?
I went to parent-teacher interviews. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Excellent work you're doing at school. All the teachers are very pleased and impressed, and even some of your marks are good.
Yeah, some of them.
All right, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're installing that chin-up bar.
Okay, so you can see the first hole has been drilled, and I measured where the center of the end of the board was by lining it up like this on the corner and then drawing lines from where it reaches this board and this board here to the other ends. And that gave me a center point to drill into. And having it in that exact position is going to be important, as you'll see. And I'm going to be using this hole as a guide for the next hole I'm about to drill through this piece.
I don't know why I thought attaching the camera to the board would be a good idea. I'm very sorry about that.
First of all, let me recommend you do not do drilling like this on your finished basement floor. But if you insist on doing it like I am here, make sure you're drilling into a rough, unnecessary piece of wood. That's why this is here. So I can drill through, and if I start digging into something, it's this and not this. Because if it was this, I would have some things to answer for. Okay, so now that I have these two cut, I have to do the same thing again with the other two boards, so we'll just skip ahead to that point. All right, so the good news is these fit on the pipe the way they should. Now I've got to line this up to install it into the ceiling in the other room, and this is the part that kind of terrifies me. But let me show you what it is I've got planned. I just need to attach these two pieces of wood to the joist here, then do the same thing with the other two pieces against this joist, and run the pipe between them. So I'm going to drill a couple of holes into the ends of these pieces of wood so I can mark where those holes are going to go into the joist, and then drill through this as well. I also have to drill holes through these spacers, so I'll use the other pieces I've already drilled to help line them up. I'm definitely at the point now where I could make some mistakes that would not be easy to fix. So I have to be very careful about how I mark these boards, keeping them in approximately the same position throughout. I figure it's not a bad idea to test the carriage bolts. Make sure they're gonna go through. And yep, they do. Okay, that's one done. Now here's the challenge. I've got to attach the other one in the exact same position so the pipe goes straight through and isn't at an angle. So, more measuring. Okay, change of plans. I'm gonna do things in a slightly less measury way and a little more practical. As you can see here, I've sort of threaded the bar through where these pieces should go, and then I'll mark the spots and everything should be fine in theory. I just need one more hand than I have. Okay, I found an extra pair of hands.
Hi.
Thanks, Luke. Is that about right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, I got an extra pair of hands and an extra pair of eyeballs too. So mark that one. Okay, let me see if I can see the marks.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah.
That was great. Okay, well, holes have all been drilled. Now I just need it to work. And I think one's about all I can do. This is definitely an area where I am not very strong, but now I can get some practice and hopefully get better. Also, if I don't want this hanging down, I can pull out the pipe. Now I can push these up into the rafters, and they're not hanging down or in anyone's way. So, neat and tidy too. And speaking of neat and tidy, let's not forget this disaster. Much better. Well, I think that's going to wrap things up for now, which is disappointing because I did want to open up this pile of packages with you, especially this one that just came today. But we'll wait and do that in the next episode. Right now, I have to go and write a script for Watch It Played. So I'll catch you guys later. Hey, it's Dennis.
How you doing there, folks?